Well,
Yo, what's up?
Good
this,
evening, everyone.
yeah, or whenever this actually gets uploaded in the next couple
Probably
days.
2 in the
Yeah.
morning
So,
somewhere.
so I'm
Yeah,
gonna go ahead and do it. Like, should I do like some sort of like intro, like this is Social Gamer Pad podcast or some crap?
yep,
Welcome to the Social Gamer Cast.
I like it. Um, so I kind of have an odd position here. For those who actually watch the E3, I did that, and I mostly work with Planet Unity, but I'm helping the guys here at Social Gamer Pad get their podcast rolling, and hopefully in the future they can take it over completely, and I can just guest star on it. But yeah, because running two channels, even just this little bit, can be a little bit of a hassle. I found that out the hard way. I tried uploading more content to your guys' end, and I'm like, I can't. My bandwidth will not hold this much.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this'll this'll be different from what I'm used to because this is mostly gaming and movie, and podcast on our channel is mostly all of fiction and shit. So this will be cool. So I I'll start off with EA and the Battlefront conspiracy. Anybody else have a little bit of issue with pay to win?
Oh man, like where do you even start? Because that everyone was saying, "Oh man, Battlefront 2, everyone's been waiting for it." But then again, have they really? Have they really been waiting for Battlefront 2 after Battlefront 1 was such a just a monumental failure? Like, I think if anything, they were just hoping things would be fixed, but
Oof.
it's not like people were clamoring for an EA Battlefront 2 in the first place. And they fixed some things, but then they introduced a whole another conspiracy that we got lawsuits over. Everyone loves lawsuits.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. I kind of was looking forward to it because I'm a big Star Wars fan, but at the same time, I absolutely freaking despise pay to win tactics. I have nothing against microtransactions if they don't affect the overall gameplay, like Overwatch loot boxes and shit like that. I don't have any issues with,
Yeah,
but
yeah. The Overwatch loot boxes aren't that bad. They don't make you pay for them either. Like,
no.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have. Yeah, I mean, it is nice to have.
I mean, I can grind out my weeklies in a couple hours anymore, so it's not it's not too
Yeah, but
bad. But
but can we talk? I can also see the same thing where people are saying like, "Oh, you pay for loot boxes, and there's not even a chance that you'll get what you want in the first place." Whereas, like, I feel like loot boxes are fine, but I feel like the only way to get rid of the whole stigma behind paying for that sort of thing, pay to win, would be if you just get rid of the option to buy loot boxes and just make it so you have to earn them in game.
yeah,
That's
that
the
I,
only way
that would be
I
a
like
see.
Forza. Forza 7 has the option to where it's you earn them as you go, and you can buy them with the in game credits. You don't have to buy them with real money at all. There's no option to do that. But people are saying, "Oh, it's still pay to win." No, it's not pay to win because it's built in the game
Yeah, what are
currency.
you winning? What do you win if you have a different skin on? Nothing. It just makes
Yeah,
you
I
exactly.
mean,
feel
you're
good.
you're you're winning coins. You're winning cars. Oh, that's pay to win, really?
It's
Okay.
like it's like until you can start, spending it on actual money, like you can't transfer something like an Overwatch loot box. You can't resell a loot box and make $1 off of it. So there's not even a connection there.
No.
Now with Battlefront 2, I do own it. I mean, I enjoy playing it, but I do see the downfall to having to grind because the heroes I have unlocked, it's nothing. Like, they're not the greatest heroes. I mean, yeah, I have Han Solo. Ooh, hey, Boba
Mm,
Fett's unlocked. Ooh, but the good ones like Darth Vader and Darth Maul and
even
uh,
Ray
yeah,
takes him out.
Ren. She's not even unlocked. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's stupid how you have the content on the disc, characters and stuff like that should be included, but you gotta pay or earn them. Like, what's the point?
EA's
It's kind of like
unleashed
the
a
whole
whole
thing
nother
where
thing.
Capcom was keeping things on the disc, and then you bought it to unlock the DLC,
Wasn't it Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that did that? Something like that?
something like that.
I think it was either 3 or Ultimate 3.
Yeah. So lame what they're doing. They're just trying to get every penny out of people.
Yeah, it's. I'm
This is
curious
gonna
what the actual outcome of this lawsuit's going to be too, because this will either change the face of gaming, at least the pay-to-win aspect, or it's just going to completely destroy any chance for DLC in the future.
You even have it to where they're starting to ban it now because some of the other countries are saying it's gambling now.
Yeah, it's going to be a big fiasco like they had with CSGO Lotto all that time ago.
Oh, God. I don't want to relive that.
Painful memories.
Yes, it was.
Now, I mean, you have the Call of Duty stuff, but I don't look at them as pay to win. I look at them as, oh, you're unlocking a special gun. Okay. The gun doesn't really make you good. You have to be good with the gun.
Unless you get some bullshit broken thing like the Typhon or World 1 shotgun from Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, but most of the time it's just, skins or cosmetics.
Yeah, or emblems or stuff
this
like that.
Weird dance that you can do with.
Yeah, taunts.
Yeah, they don't even have dances in the World War II. They have just like taunt kind of things.
Yeah.
I do like the World War II game. It's actually really fun.
That's the first Call of Duty I've actually really put any time to in recently. So
Yeah, I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. Like ever since, I think the last one I played was maybe Black Ops 2. Like past that, I'm just like, I think I'll pass on all this like Titanfall looking stuff.
I don't mind it. I like how fast paced it is. Because when I went back to like Call of Duty Ghost, I felt really slow. I like the fast pace. Fast pace was different, but Call of Duty World War II feels a little fast paced. So it's better than I think Ghost playability.
Yeah, I just feel like if I want to play a Call of Duty game, I expect it to be like a regular shooter and not having to, check the ceiling because somebody might be up on the roof or check the wall, someone might be crawling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
I feel like World War II is going to bring it back to its roots, though.
It found a nice middle ground. It's got a little bit of the speed, but it doesn't have the ridiculous jump pack crap in it.
Exactly. I think this whole loot box thing is going to start hurting EA. And they've already lost billions of dollars because of this.
Yeah, I mean, that's their main business practice anymore.
Yeah, there's even petitions. I linked an article here in the server where people are clamoring to get the Star Wars license taken from EA.
Who else would make it, though? Who else would be better at making it? I mean, EA has good developers. DICE is really good at making games.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see who else would make it. Activision? No, please, God, no. They'll ruin it more than EA has already done.
Yeah, I really don't know who would be a better fit at this point.
That's like saying, oh, let's take Madden away from EA. Sorry, no, I don't want 2K part of it. No, 2K's worse than EA when it comes to buying things. You have to buy things for your career character now in order to really do anything in your career mode.
Yeah, like unless you have VC, you might as well not even play 2K.
Yeah, and there's rumors going around that the next WWE 2K19 game might have the loot boxes in it now too, and because they already implemented it into 2K18, but you don't have to buy them with real money. You buy them with currency in the game. But there's rumors going around that you don't make them buy it.
Yeah, it's a precursor to what they're doing, but I feel like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, something's about to implode, and people aren't going to be happy about it.
Oh no,
everything's becoming a mobile game.
Yeah.
That's a really great way to put it.
And they did have rumors of Madden, their sports games, like going seasonal, like every other year or something like that, not coming out every year.
That would actually be good in a way, just a roster update, couple gigs, and then focus.
That'd be good. That'd be good if the roster's updated season by season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to
Updated
buy
maybe
the next
the
game just to get it.
updated the jerseys, the looks of the players and stuff like that.
Yeah, and maybe get the option to play with the older rosters, like they used to do back in Madden 05.
I haven't
And I'm
bought
sure-
a sports game in years.
Now it seems like what they're doing with Battlefield is that they're switching between Battlefield and Battlefront. So it's like every other year it's going to be Battlefield, and then it's going to be Battlefront. I do like that they're taking a break from making a Battlefield every year.
That was starting to wear me down, even.
Oh yeah, it was getting ridiculous. I mean, Call of Duty. I mean, they come out with Call of Duties every year, but they're made by different developers.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where every year, I believe Infinity Ward made one, and then Treyarch made one, and they would kind of switch off. But now that one of them imploded, now it's just that one developer, and they need a little bit of a break.
It's Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch.
Yeah.
Infinity Ward is not what they used to be.
No, they definitely aren't. That's actually kind of sad. Did you see the rumors that they're taking a Black Ops 4, but taking the actual story from the previous games out of it? It's just a shameless plug. Like, here's a familiar name. Go buy this.
So they're not going to have a story?
That's either a whole new story, or they're doing away with the story mode and making it multiplayer only.
Oh wow!
It was a Reddit post I saw. I'm like, oh god, don't just do the shameless buy-in. Either freaking keep the original cast, or just don't call it Black Ops at this point.
I'd say if it's new story, make it like a prequel or a side story or something like that.
Exactly.
But if it's going to be multiplayer only, first off, don't. But second off, if you do, just make it like DLC or like make it a $20 game or something. You don't need a $60 release for a multiplayer only game. And if you're a big time developer in a game series such as Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That was the big issue of Titanfall, the first Titanfall.
Yeah.
It was a good game, but it shouldn't have been 60.
Yeah, its player base dropped off almost immediately.
It's kind of game you'll find on Steam for like $20.
Exactly. So
Titanfall 2 had a good story.
Oh my god, I was actually blown away by that. Because I love mech combat. I kind of grew up on like Gundams and shit. So that was right down where I wanted it. But at the same time, I was like, after Titanfall 1, do I really want to buy it? And then a couple of my friends, we were playing it, and I'm like, okay, I need to buy this because the multiplayer is actually impressive.
Right.
And then I played the first like 2 missions of the campaign, and I'm like, yep, I'm sold.
I bought the first one. Love the first one. I still have the original Titanfall Xbox One controller, and I got the second one. I returned. I sold Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, but I still have them on EA Access. I go back to Titanfall 2 every once in a while, and the story blew me away, and the multiplayer is really good.
It really is. There's really no need for the physical disc anymore now that EA Access has both of them.
Oh yeah, EA Access is amazing, and plus you can get Titanfall 1 and 2 crazy cheap now if you want to just buy them back.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to EA Access, it makes games prices go down now, I think.
Yeah, I saw a sale for even Madden for like $50 during Black Friday with EA Access discount.
Yep.
So it's one of the better things EA's done.
What's that?
It's one of the better things EA's done is made that Vault of Classics. Dead Space 3 just got added even. Not the best in the franchise, but it's free.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Dead Space series. I'm kind of upset that Visceral Games went down under, but I guess EA knows what they're doing. I don't know. I just wish they didn't do it.
I feel bad for all the employees that lost their jobs, mostly.
Definitely.
Well, that Marvel Heroes one, they a whole bunch of people lost their jobs out of nowhere right before Christmas time.
Yeah, that's Hey, thanks for all your work. You're fired. We're closing the sit.
Here, there's no severance pay, nothing. Here you go. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. We.
But speaking of mech games, my favorite mech game of all time has to have been the Mech Assault series on the original Xbox.
Oh my god.
Mech Assault. Golly, that's a throwback.
Yeah, they need to remake that game.
They need to bring that back either with the Xbox original and backwards compatibility, because I still have the disc somewhere here, or
Yeah, but
a reboot.
the issue I had with the whole Xbox original backwards compatibility is that some of the games that are really good, like Crimson Skies, like I was so excited when they announced it. It's like, oh yeah, it's the most wanted game to come back. But wait a minute, are they gonna have multiplayer? Oh no, no multiplayer. The game is not fun without multiplayer.
It really isn't.
Like they need to turn back the servers, like turn the servers back on. Something they can do it. I know they can.
I mean, they did it temporarily with the Halo before they shut down the original Xbox Live. So
Yeah, they did it with the original Battlefront 2 right before the new one's release as well.
exactly.
I really wish they would. I hope they do, because if they do, I'm going to buy Crimson Skies all over again. I love that game. That was one of my favorites. That and the Mech Assault series.
Yep. The only other issue I have had with the backwards compatibility on Xbox One for the originals was I noticed immediately when I was playing Black for my 52 game challenge that there was horrible frame drops. Like it would almost freeze in place.
Yeah, the emulation isn't exactly the best on the newer consoles, trying to find the feel of the older ones.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the issue they had for the 360 ones too?
Yeah, for the original games, it did.
And they finally fixed it.
They
Some
tried.
They did.
Something they just decided, you know what? No more backwards compatibility.
Morrowind still is a broken mess with frame drops because of the emulation.
It's not good.
And that's one of my favorite RPGs, so I'm like, I want to play it, but I guess I'm going to play it on Steam if I ever want to go back, because it's an unplayable mess.
Yeah.
Destiny 2.
Where do we start with Destiny 2, man?
I played the living crap out of that game when it first came out. And then suddenly I'm just like,
That's the key word there. When it first came out.
Yep. Yeah, it saw about 40 plus hours in the past game, the game's end, and that's about it. That was me grinding 3 characters and helping people with raids, and then I have not turned it back on since then.
No, they did they come up with the expansion yet? I don't know.
In 3 days, I believe.
In 3 days.
I think it's the 5th.
I think some of the fans will come back for that. Like, I think I'll come back for that. I just haven't. That's another issue. It's like I really haven't turned on my PS4 in weeks. Like there hasn't been anything on there that I wanted to play in a while.
I turned it on because it was in rest mode, and I knew my power was going to be shut off because they were doing maintenance in the apartment complex I live in. And I'm like, I better turn it off rest mode just to be safe.
That is the issue I have with the PS4. Is the rest mode. Xbox One, you don't have that issue where it's like, oh well, it was abruptly turned off. They don't have the problem with the Xbox One because it's more like a PC.
Exactly. Like,
but the PS4, it's just like, oh, it came unplugged. Oh my god, it's the end of the world. Let me check and see if your hard drive's not corrupted. I cringe every time that screen comes up. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm like, nope. I've had to format my hard drive once because of that. And it's because the dog came by, clipped the cord in the middle of a raid. I had it just sitting there, went to go grab a drink, and then done. That was a format. And putting firmware on there is a little bit harder than I thought it was.
It's not user friendly.
It really isn't.
It's literally go to their website and get step-by-step instructions.
I went through there. I'm like, I'm doing that. Damn it!
It's not very self-explanatory.
It really isn't. And I'm an IT.
It's always a good sign when even you can't figure it out.
Exactly.
But back to the Destiny thing. Like, they lost, 75% of their player base?
Is that per console or is that overall?
I want to say it's overall. I didn't hear whether or not it's limited to a certain console.
Because if they lost 75% per console, I'd love to see some actual numbers of player base. But if it's overall, that's really still pretty freaking alarming.
Yeah, it goes to show that people have lost interest. And then apparently something to I haven't read into it, but something to do with the XP. Some of the issue with the XP is going on too.
I kind of noticed this when I was carrying people through raids, and that's one thing that I was like, wait, I should have got Bright Ingram by now. I should have, but I'm not seeing it drop, and I didn't bother to record it. And then there was like, after I experienced it, there were like 4 or 5 YouTube videos of I recommended. We've caught Bungie at throttling XP at when it was supposed to be like 80k XP that you get a Bright Ingram. Now it's like 160k, which is complete and utter bullshit, especially in game. Because XP is minuscule at best at in game. And that's them trying to get you to buy shit from Eververse.
So I'm looking up online right now about the Destiny drop off. Hold on, let's see here. Destiny has lost 78% of its players in 6 weeks. The Call of Duty games took 6 months to see the same drop.
And the thing with Call of Duty is at least they get their player base back whenever a map drops.
Oh, yeah. And people pop it in every once in a while to play it. Like, it's not as repetitive as Destiny. That was the issue I had with Destiny 1. It was so repetitive.
Go here, gather these items. Go here, gather this to help level up your armor. This over here to do this little strike mission that takes like 30 minutes. Oh, great.
I think the trouble with Destiny was that it was so hyped for its release that it was going to be super tough. Like, it had to be a near perfect game for it to live up to that hype, because it was on like every commercial every 5 minutes. It was on every YouTube ad. Every Let's Player was getting an early access for it. So it needed to be top tier, and it didn't live up to the hype.
What's funny about what you're saying is that basically Bungie was going against their own series of games. They were trying to compare Destiny to Halo, and it's not even better than Halo, in my opinion. It's Halo with a Destiny skin on it.
Yeah, like
that's all it is.
And people still get enjoyment out of Halo. Like, people still go back and play, Halo 2, Halo 3 every now and again.
Oh yeah.
You play Destiny for a good few hours every now and again, but then you just forget about it for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're like, everything's changed, and you're like, I don't remember what I'm doing.
It's like, I don't like this. I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, it's not a World of Warcraft game. They were making it look like, it's going to be the next big type of World of Warcraft game, but it's going to be a first-person shooter.
It's marketed as a first-person shooter and an MMO combined, and going against one of the most beloved franchises of all time. It doomed itself.
It's a mess. It really is a mess.
And honestly, I think the moment they fucked up was when they stopped partnering with Microsoft. That was where they were the best. As soon as they left Microsoft and they laid their eggs in the nest with Activision, that's when everything just said, fuck it, I'm done. Like, they didn't care. Like, when they sold out to Activision, I'm like, well, I think you guys are now sellouts. I look at it as a sellout now.
It pretty much is. And
it reminds me a lot of when Rare left Nintendo and decided to partner up with Microsoft. Like, it just became a shell of their former selves, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what irritates me about Microsoft with Rare. Like, I'm guessing Microsoft doesn't see anything out of Rare. Like, they don't see any, like, improvements. I guess they're not... I don't know what Rare's doing on their end. I don't know if they lost all their developers that were inside of Rare or what's going on. Like, all the people are gone.
As far as I know, I think they all became freelance.
Now, the Super Lucky's Tale looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not made by Rare, but it's Rare-esque
Yeah, and
type of game.
Ukulele wasn't bad, outside of them taking out my boy Jontron.
God, that ukulele, don't get me started on ukulele. I played it. It's so clunky. Oh my god. I mean, I like it. I liked it.
It is pretty
But
clunky.
it's so clunky.
I hear that it's better on the Switch.
That
But-
makes sense.
I don't want to buy it again.
It was interesting to see what a Kickstarter platformer, 3D platformer could be.
I will give
'Cause
it
for-
that.
As far as I know, I don't think there was really any other 3D platformers that were kickstarted that were any good.
I can't think of one.
Not that I can think of. Well, you have Ark,
Art.
which transformed from something else to Ark, and I think they destroyed. Isn't that the game that like alienated their fan base originally? They started off it as like a Kickstarter or something, or was that something else? Like I know there was something like Ark, or it was Ark itself. I don't know. There was a company out there that had a game that was like Ark years ago, and then they stopped, and then they came back again and changed the name.
Conan Exiles.
No.
Like I can't stand Ark. That game is complete trash.
It's very polarizing.
I
People
played
love
the
it or hate
trial.
it.
Oh god, horrible.
I can't say either way because I haven't played enough of it. I don't
I
like
didn't
to
give it
judge
any
a game
chance.
unless I have at least 20 to 40 hours into it anymore. That seems like a big number, but when you've been a WoW whore for years, it's really not.
Yeah. When you sink like 100 hours in every week or so, like it starts to add up.
So do you think?
I spent my entire teenage years in that. I had to quit.
Do you think Destiny will rebound? Do you think Destiny 2 is completely dead, or do you think it'll stay afloat when the DLC drops?
I don't think the Osiris DLC is going to revive it. I think it'll be its expansion that revives it, like Taken King revived it, the original, you know?
I feel like it's going to be like Pokemon Go, where like it'll bounce for like a day or two, maybe a week, and then it's just going to filter right back out.
Oh, yeah.
Meh.
I mean, I still log into Pokemon Go whenever a new generation drops, even. But
Exactly.
there's not enough content in it to keep me glued to my phone. There's not enough content in freaking Destiny to keep me glued to it.
What do they have to do in 3 though to keep the fan base going? Do you think they're completely screwed and people aren't going to buy 3 probably?
I'd like to say that's what's going to happen, but I highly doubt it because they have their core player base. If they start catering to them instead of the casual aspect of it that they've been catering to, because they really dumbed it down, especially the grinding. That was one thing that made it feel like a traditional MMO to most players, was like, oh, I gotta grind for this, I gotta grind for that. But
Right.
they cater to their traditional fans, the ones that have been there since year 1. They might succeed on 3, at least on them. Because casuals come and go in any game. It's the ones that actually care about the franchise that really are who you should care about the most.
Do you think those fans are the Halo fans? Probably.
I really think they're
Most
the original
likely.
Halo fans.
Probably the more loyal fans. I mean, I'm a loyal fan, but
Yeah, I
I'm a
think
loyal fan to an extent.
this kind of fans that say, "Oh man, Bungie's making another game. Cool."
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
going to check it
Bungie.
out. That was why I got the original Destiny. It was like, oh, Bungie's making something? I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, it's why Destiny 1 was so hyped up, because it was like from the creators of Halo. It's like, okay, I like Halo.
Do you think part of the failures of the series is probably Activision now?
I want to place a lot of the blame on Activision, especially with the throttling of XP, especially after they made a they created this patent for a system that's based on microtransactions that they're going to implement in future games, and then conveniently microtransactions filter into, you know, Call of Duty World War II, and they're filtering into freaking Destiny 2 with the Bright Ingrams and shit. I won't put a lot of the blame on Activision there.
Yeah, like Bungie definitely has part of the blame, but you got to think that Activision's whispering in their ear, like, "Hey, maybe we should try doing this, get a little extra money out of it.
Maybe we should do this, or we're not going to publish again."
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking, is that Activision has more of a hand in it than we think, what we're leading on to think.
Oh
yeah. They signed a 10-year contract to have the series go on for 10 years. It's supposed to be 3 games. I don't see it going on for 10 years.
Well, we had 3 years of Destiny 1. We're barely into year 1 of Destiny 2, and they've already lost the majority of their player base.
Yeah, I think they're going to just get out another sequel and then just spend the rest of their contract doing, like, DLC or something.
That would be the wise thing to do at this point. I mean, we're in, what, year 5 of freaking Grand Theft Auto 5?
That game, man. They don't even have single-player DLC either. Like, come on,
it's
guys.
It's a Let's Player's dream, DLC,
that'd be cool. Huh?
It's a Let's Player's dream, though. You can create whatever in there.
Like, I'm sure if you log on to Twitch anytime around here, you'll see a good, 20, 30 channels at any time playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah. That game is, nonstop. I don't think it's ever going to die.
I really don't.
Especially with GTA Online getting as big as it is, there's no way.
They could turn into a World of Warcraft type of game where it just keeps going. They don't even have to make a Grand Theft Auto 6.
They will, but
as the DLC.
They don't have to.
Yeah, they can make a DLC. Exactly.
I'm sure if they released GTA Online as its own game, I'm sure that would sell too.
At this point, yeah. I think that's a guaranteed sale for most people.
I know people that play GTA haven't touched the story mode more than once and just play online the entire time. It's that big.
Well, that's half the Call of Duty. That's majority of the Call of Duty fans.
Pretty much. But the thing about GTA is it gives you the option of single player if you want to do that. It's not like they're just pushing it out saying, hey, you can only do multiplayer now.
Unfortunately, it forces you to play the first part of the story.
I
gotta play the first part of the story.
Gotta do the first mission.
Yeah.
I specifically went out and bought that game again to make a series out of it. I'm like, $30? Screw it, I'll get it.
Yeah, I have it for the Xbox and the PS4.
Yep.
I need to play it more. Do you guys play it?
I'm working on a series with a couple of friends right now. That's why I'm playing it, but...
What system?
Xbox One.
Okay. I might have to jump on there sometime.
Yeah, I PS4 it every now and again, but I'm currently working on my Overwatch, trying to get to level 100 finally.
Holy crap. I think I'm only a level 20, 24 or something like that. It's like my I'm here to have fun game. Every once in a while I turn on and play it.
It's my get 3 loot boxes and get out of here game.
Yep. I'm level 60 on PS4 and level 26 on Xbox One, I think. I don't know. I barely play the Xbox One version. I guess I could be qualified as a Smurf there. PUBG on the Xbox One was another recent controversial topic. Let's
I don't understand that. The game's not done. Why are you putting it on console?
How is it not even done? It's been out for almost about a year now?
And it already got nominated for Game of the Year. It's what's the point? Wait for the game to come out.
I'm I'm severely pissed that it's nominated for Game of the Year when it's still in early access on Steam. It does not deserve that till it's a full game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it makes you think, when the game is released, is it going to be nominated again? Does it get to do it twice in a row?
Early access game of the year.
Yeah, make that a freaking make that a category.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a good 5 games a year at least that could be nominated for it. Sure, 4 are probably going to be awful, but still.
Yeah, you have Ark. Would it be PUBG? They have.
Is DayZ still in early access? I don't doubt it.
They have that one game.
Is DayZ ever going to be released?
Or something? We Happy Few.
We Happy Few.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then they take
the price and they hike the price up. After, like, if you don't buy the early access version, like, it was Ark was like $30, and then when the full access game came out, it was like $60.
If it gets popular, then you know it's going to go super spiked.
Oh fuck yeah!
Well, you heard what they did, right? They announced that it was going to be 60 frames per second with the Xbox One X, and then they backpedaled a couple days later. Like, oh no, it's going to be 30 frames per second.
Yeah, it's like wait, we misspoke.
It won't be on the One X. It'll be on the Xbox 360.
Could the 360 actually handle it?
It'll be on the Game Gear.
No, I think if anything would actually go back that far, I think it would be Skyrim at this point.
Skyrim's being re-released. Skyrim's being re-released for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, God. Next thing you know, there'll be an iPhone version and an Android version.
There probably already is, to be fair.
Well, I mean, they got that crappy card game that's basically a Hearthstone ripoff.
Oh, God.
Do you remember when Dota put out their card game and the crowd, they saw it as like Artifact, and then it said the subtitle, the Dota card game, and the crowd just went, "Oh, come on!"
Well, then there's Gwent. They have that Gwent game.
Gwent, that's right.
Yeah.
That was billed at E3. Like, that was supposed to be a big deal, but it's a card game. Come on, dude.
And then with it, Fable, they had the Fable one too.
Fable Fortunes, I think.
Yeah.
Now Bethesda's coming out with like a bunch more. Like, just calm down with the card games.
Please don't make a freaking Fallout one, please.
Oh, you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
It's coming down the pipelines. Don't worry. I think that PUBG game, I think it's going to be pretty popular on the Xbox One. I think it's going to help sell a lot of consoles. They're going to continue to buy the Xbox One X just for the upgraded version of PUBG.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be the kind of game that, pretty much not actually comes with it, but essentially comes with the system, because it's going to be like, I want this game and this with the consoles. Like when people bought PS4s, that they wanted GTA 5 with it. Now, right, when people get their Xboxes nowadays, they're going to say, I want PlayerUnknown with it, because that's the game that everyone plays online.
Yep.
And it's on the perfect system too, because Xbox Live is so much better. It's better than PlayStation Plus. Ugh. I don't want to see PlayStation Plus handle 100 players online. I don't know. Do they have a game out that handles 100 players online?
I feel like they used to back on PS3.
Mag.
Oh God, PS3.
Mag. That was a Mag. Oh my God.
God. I played the game. I'm like, oh God, this is really horrible.
256 man combat. Gonna be there.
At 2 frames per second.
And technically, it wasn't even 256 people at the same time. They had them separately in like different regions of the game.
Exactly.
They weren't even on the same game playing field, like Battlefield.
I think the closest that they have is the 64 players on like freaking Battlefield 1 right now.
Probably.
And
I just can't see PS Plus handling that game. I don't know.
It barely handles Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I mean, other than like the MMO or two that'll come out on PS4, like I think DC Universe is on PS4.
Yeah, that
Right.
is Neverwinter.
Smite's on there.
Yeah, Smite.
They have some decent looking ones on there. They even have like a war fighting one where you like flying planes and stuff. Can't remember what that's called, but
Isn't like World of Warships?
something. It's not. It's like War. It's like the tank game, World of Tanks, but it's a different version
I
of
think
that.
World of Warplanes, I think is what it's called.
I don't know. I know they have a version for World of Tanks that has planes and stuff, which I wish I would like to see on the consoles.
Game's fun for a bit, but I can't see it sucking up a lot of people's time either. But PUBG definitely.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
It's been
gonna
rumored
sell.
to, at least when it was announced for Xbox One, it was at least rumored to be that they were in talks with Sony to bring it on there, but I really doubt it'll happen anytime soon.
Yeah, if Microsoft can snap up the license to do it exclusively, they will, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Well, Microsoft's already out in the hunt to either open up new studios or buy new studios. So that wouldn't even surprise me if they bought the studio.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be just a completely smart idea. Like, oh, let's buy this studio. There we go. We have a hot
let's
selling
EA
game
that. Okay, Star Wars: The Last Jedi hype. This is the next topic that we have on here.
Spoiler alert, everyone dies.
Oh.
Everyone dies. Carrie Fisher's gonna die.
Oh, that's not funny.
That's like still 5 years too soon, man. Her character probably will be written off, though, sadly.
Unless they do a CGI version of her.
That didn't go over well with
seems kind
Moff
of cheap,
Tarkin.
though. Yeah.
I think they're going to do some sort of scene where she sees the ghost of Han Solo and then she dies or some crap.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be
Do you think
easy way.
Luke Skywalker is going to turn bad and Kylo Ren's going to turn to the good side?
Well, if that Reddit poster has anything to do with it, then yeah, they will. I remember that was the first thing I saw about it, that Luke Skywalker was on the good and evil side of the posters. So
Well, chronologically speaking, every villain has been in the back of every poster. And in the final theatrical poster, Luke is dead in the back. So, I mean, there might be some validity to that post.
I mean, if it's true, then that would certainly be a big twist that nobody sees coming, outside of the people that know the spoilers.
Yeah, those who have read EU books. I mean, Grey Jedi
Now-
has been a thing. That could be a way to introduce it as well.
Now, the guy that we shall not mention is not here right now, Ken. He is under the assumption that Snoke might be Darth Vader, which I'm kind of with him. I kind of think that he could be Darth Vader. They don't give you any kind of heads up of who he is. They don't tell you like what his background is. You've never seen Darth Vader die.
Yeah. Technically, all you see is the removal of the mask, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the burning of his suit.
And he's
Yeah.
already hideous, so it kind of makes a little sense.
Well, I mean, then again, at the end of 6, they do kind of show his ghost standing there with Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Yeah. But Snoke as Vader just would be like the laziest plot decision.
Yeah. Doesn't really make sense, but I mean, people just want that whole, like, oh, it's someone I know.
They need to bring back Darth Maul.
Well, they finally
But Darth
killed
Maul got
off-
shanked, didn't he?
He's still alive.
Is he really? Golly.
he died
if you
in
watch
Rebels.
the animated series, he actually is still alive.
He was killed by Obi-Wan in season 3
Oh, he was
And,
actually
like-
killed.
in like 30 seconds flat.
I thought he was what? He was actually killed in the series.
Yep.
Oh wow, I didn't see that part. I watched it when he was back.
Yeah, they brought him back and killed him off pretty quickly.
That bullshit. God damn it.
What if instead of Darth Vader, what if it's Luke? They didn't say how. They didn't say when he got to that island at the end of movie 7.
Yeah, here's the actual scene. It's a 3-minute clip.
On Disney XD.
Yeah.
This week's podcast brought to you by Disney XD.
I wish this was hashtag spawned by freaking Disney, but
Go on DisneyXD.com and use promo code SGP and get 10% off your next order.
We do not sponsor this product.
I don't even think you have products on Disney XD.
maybe go to the Disney store. Are those still a thing?
Yeah, go to the one in Christiana Mall and tell them we sent you.
Oh my god. I did not know they were still a thing.
We had some down here that closed out, but is there one still in Christiana Mall?
Yes, there is.
Oh, Jesus.
I know the one at my mall closed a couple months ago.
It's a sad day when a Disney store closes.
It's probably just cheaper to do everything online, Amazon style.
Oh,
Man.
100%.
That's why FYE's struggling to stay afloat.
That's why a lot of stores in the mall are struggling to stay afloat.
Yeah.
I find it funny when a local artist can book a little booth there and do better than the GameStop in my mall.
Yeah. It's like if you want to find things that will always do well in the mall, get like a bubble tea shop and like a massage thing right in the middle kiosk.
Oh yeah.
Get a phone repair kiosk.
Phone case sellers, yeah.
Dover Mall is classic for that.
Yeah, that's actually where I bought my phone case, was at the kiosk there. I'm like, I have a glass back phone and I'm right here.
See, it works.
Screw it. I'll pay an extra $2.
You want your massage? Here you go.
It's a creepy old dude. Nope, stay away from me. Get the nice
Use his elbows. He's like, it's okay, it helps. Couldn't see because there's no face cam. I did a massage with my elbow there.
Yeah. Maybe the next one will have face cam. Right.
Oh man, we're too ugly for that. We'll break the cameras.
Oh.
No one will come back. Everyone will unsubscribe.
Hey, I'm pretty now. Come on now.
I'm at least a little better looking. I don't have the mullet anymore.
If you want face cam, like, share, and subscribe.
Like this, and you will get more.
Yeah. Okay.
If you put a like down below, our channel will get 1 like.
You like us, we will grow.
You like us. You really like us.
Damn right.
If you don't like us, we will cry.
If you dislike, leave a like.
Yeah, reverse psychology always works. Avengers Infinity War trailer. I don't know if you guys.
Thanos.
I don't know if you guys dealt with the issue I did, but the minute it came out, I saw about 1,000 reposts of it in groups.
Yeah, everyone's on Facebook like,
oh shit, it's out. I better post it to every fucking group.
I better post it 4 times over.
I posted it to Social Movie Pad.
Yeah, I posted it to Planet Unity. I posted it, I think, to Social Movie Pad, and then I deleted it after I saw that it was already up there because of you. Like, I don't want to be that guy. And then immediately after I posted it, I'm like, oh shit, I'm scrolling. This person shared this to Planet Unity. This person shared this to this other group. This person shared this to Voxel. I'm like, no! No! Fucking stop. We don't need to see it a million times. So what I did is, I'm like, delete. Go to the like page, make a post. Like, if you notice that your post has been removed, it's because it's already been shared literally a million times. We don't need this many trailers.
I'm definitely interested in seeing how this movie is going to turn out. Thanos, well, I don't know why he's downgraded from the first 3 movies he's been in. He's like been downgraded. Like, what is he right now?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hilarious that they're picking the Infinity Gauntlet storyline to go through, because in the comics, he didn't do it to like rule the earth or anything. He just did it to impress a girl.
Yep.
The embodiment of death. Like, it's hilarious that they're picking this for their big, huge storyline.
And ironically, with the whole Fox and Disney issue, the Death storyline really doesn't make a lot of sense, because Death and Deadpool have a thing, and Death and Thanos have a thing.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the whole like catalyst for like doesn't like the spoilers, by the way, if you want to read a 20-year-old comic, doesn't isn't the whole catalyst for this that Johnny Blaze dies or something?
Johnny Blaze and
Jeff Blaze.
like 50 million other people.
Yeah, that's over the course of it, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
that's what gets the
that's
the
what gets this whole thing
force to it.
kicked off, was Johnny Blaze dying, just like the whole ending of Civil War was supposed to be Cap dying, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
'Cause they
No,
needed
no,
Chris
he just
Evans
looks
for
like a
another movie.
caveman. So,
It's-
do you think the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to show up in the beginning of the movie or at the end of the movie?
I'd say it'd probably be more midway.
Yeah.
so? And that's when they're going to bring in Thor as well.
Yeah, that would probably make the most sense.
Do you
Can
think
they
his
finally-
hammer is going to return?
Well, he has to reconstruct it first.
Yeah.
Right. But in the
Spoilers for Thor
trailers,
Ragnarok, by the way.
like the leaked trailers at DisneyCon, wherever the hell that thing is called, he had his hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they may have had him have his hammer so they don't spoil any kind of like plots, but
Yeah.
They've been known to shoot double footage.
He's going to get it from Lady Thor.
there you go. It's a good way to implement Lady Thor.
That's how they finally introduce her.
It's
Here.
a shame he lost. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear about what happened in Thor Ragnarok, please
Cover
suggest
your ears
turning
right
this
now.
off
Yeah.
right now.
Cover your ears. Go. "La, la, 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 la."
So, do you think Thor's going to get his eye back?
Nah, he looks cool
He's
that way.
going to stay going forever.
That
Eye patches are cool.
eye patches build character.
Every single person with an eye patch so far has been cool. Look at Rocky Romero.
God. Oh man.
Now,
They're going to have team building with him and Samuel L. Jackson.
now there was a character missing. I didn't see Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man was there. Never mind. He had a fancy suit.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
What do you think Tony Stark was
I didn't see-
holding in the trailer?
What do you think of what?
What do you think that Tony Stark was holding in the trailer when he was crouched down in visible pain?
What do you think he was holding?
Yeah,
I'd have to watch it again. I didn't
His
see
esophagus? Like,
it. His penis.
it fell off.
Oh shit. So my theory about Loki was right, that he did grab the what was it, the arc reactor, whatever the thing is called.
yeah.
Is it called the arc reactor or some shit?
Something like that. But yeah, he grabbed it when, again, stop taking the fingers out of your ears. Yeah, he stole it when Ragnarok was, I keep wanting to call him Ragnaros. When Ragnarok was taking over the castle.
Where did he put it? Up his ass? Like, it wasn't there, like, when
He's
he
got
came
deep
out.
pockets, man.
Like, what the
Have you
hell?
seen that trench coat?
it's called movie logic.
Movie logic.
He keeps it in the nth dimension.
Sorry, Loki confuses the hell out of me. First he's good, then he's bad, then he's good, then he's bad, then he does whatever the hell he wants because he wants to impress Thor. I honestly think he wants to. I think he's trying to impress him. I don't think he's trying to be bad on purpose. I just think he's trying to impress him.
He's just jealous. He's the jealous little brother, pretty much.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's always bothered me with the Thor Loki bit. Is it's clearly the brother dynamic done well and poor at the same time, because it gets really, really cringy at points to me.
Yeah.
Like, Thor has poured his heart out to Loki. He's told him how much he loves him, and Loki's like, okay, that's nice.
It's like, cool, Shank.
Yeah, cool. I'm not gonna. Spoiler alert. I'm not gonna betray you at the end of Thor Ragnarok.
Dude's had more heel turns than the Big Show.
That's pretty spot on. Oh.
Poor Big Show.
He'll be home soon.
Yeah, his contract's going away in a couple months, isn't it?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it either. I mean, how much more does he have left?
I mean, I feel like he'd be alright if his last match was him going through a cage by Braun Strowman.
There you go.
That'd be a great way to put it on the next big guy.
I thought he already did that, though.
Yeah, that was his last match.
Like, that's how he got injured, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was,
Quote unquote injured.
Yeah.
When he
I think he
actually
did
had to
really
have
get
his,
injured, though.
I think his knee, he had to have something done to it or something. It was why they actually wrote him off with that. But
I guess we're not going to have Ken join us.
yeah, it's I see he's offline again. I think
Safe
I pissed
to
him
assume
off
he's
when
dead?
I was defending anime. Can't help it if an anime movie was one of the best-selling movies of last year. Just dropping facts.
So that was hilarious. It's like, I want to go see Black Panther, but you hate Marvel movies. Yeah, but I want to see it. It's like,
I'm actually intrigued by this Black Panther movie. I've never
Black
really
Panther
been a fan of him in the comics, but the way they've created the universe in the movie is just, and it's just fucking amazing.
It's a darker movie, too.
Yeah.
I always thought of Black Panther as being the Marvel equivalent of if you mix together Batman and Vixen from DC.
I never thought of it that way, but it makes sense.
That's just always how I saw it, anyways.
It's interesting to see how they're going to use him. He's
And
going to...
And it's confirmed that he's going to be in the Avengers movie, so, I mean, he's got to be doing something big.
He's probably going to be the new Avengers.
Yeah.
So how long do we have to wait until they finally make a Titans movie?
The Titans movie, probably when people get their heads out of their asses. But Thanos has really been a meme thing to me. I've seen like photoshopped Homer Simpson version, a Hank Hill version, and then one where I think Steppenwolf's CGI was bad. Thanos is saying "Hold my beer."
No, yeah,
God.
I saw you post that.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't look bad, but it's just everybody's wondering where his crown is. Why
what
isn't he
it
wearing
is they're trying to at least stay true to the Infinity Gauntlet comics. He was more pinkish purple in the original iteration of that. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're kind of comparing the comic version right now to the next one, which would be, I believe, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which I think was the next big iteration of him, which completely changed.
Good God.
It was either 2 or 3. But they like completely redid him.
It would be 2 because in 3 the main villain was Galactus.
Yeah.
Well, here's another spoiler alert for people who don't want to hear spoilers. What about the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game where you actually kill Thanos?
I always see Telltale games as being like what if scenarios.
Like the Batman one, for instance, where you're partners with the freaking Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on with this game? Like, he's in the insane asylum in the first one, and Batman has no idea who the hell he is. Like, who are you?
And I'm like,
But Batman's supposed to be like a seasoned vet right now.
Like, you should know who the fuck this is, Batman.
Like, Joker is his oldest enemy, but yet in Telltale, he's not. Like, he's not even the Joker. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why in season 1 he's not even the Joker, but yet he's like one of his oldest foes?
Yeah, I see them as being completely different universes.
Yeah.
Well, in the world of comics, we have infinite multiverses anyway, so.
Yeah.
What do you think of this new ninja Batman?
Oh.
All he needs to do is play baseball, and he'll be set. He'll be everything Japan wants.
Why does the frickin' Joker look like Kefka?
Because he is Kefka. It's a Final Fantasy crossover.
That hurt me on a spiritual level.
It looks pretty cool, but
It does.
I don't know. I get the gist of it because Batman learned jujitsu and stuff like that, but
he knows kung fu.
Yeah, like, I just don't understand why he's a ninja. He's not a freaking ninja. He's a bat.
He's a bat.
Instead of becoming a crime fighter, he became a ninja. He joined Ra's al Ghul.
There you go.
And that might be spoilers. Who knows? We'll find out in 2018.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Well, we see another universe eliminated.
What's that?
No, another 1,000 screams.
The entire movie is just Batman going, ah!
What are they doing with the Ninja Turtles? Are they rebooting them for the older look or a newer type of look?
Have they even shown animation from that yet, or
Not
just the
that
voice
I'm
cast?
aware of. They haven't. I don't know if they've gave any kind of information out.
They gave the voice cast. I know that.
If I were to guess, I would say like CG, but it'd be cool if we got like the older animation.
Just
Yeah,
don't Teen
I
Titans
liked
go
it when
that
they did
shit.
a crossover.
Just please don't Teen Titans go it.
They're going to make it live action, like the first movie.
God, remember that live action one they had as a TV series?
Oh my god! Next Mutation.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, I think. At least I know I watched it on Netflix. I don't know if it still is, but it was on there at one point.
The only thing I remember is they did a crossover with Power Rangers in space. That's all I remember about
Really?
it. Yeah.
It was like a 4-episode arc, if I remember.
Something like that.
I'm really showing that I'm the youngest of this group, ain't I?
I mean, probably.
That's too funny. What happened to your other people, man? The other people didn't show up.
I know Eli is stuck at work.
Playing for the Jets. Giants, what am I saying? He hasn't been traded yet.
No, he hasn't.
And I know Thurman said he was at his family's house having dinner before he goes back to college. I'm like, okay. You've known about this for almost a week now.
Tell him to bring us some.
For real.
No, I just told him the next time he bails, he's fired.
There you go.
Make sure you're doing emojis like I did.
That was clever.
Now, do you not want to be in future podcasts all the time, or do you want to do it all? Do you want to do it all the time?
I can be in them as long as I know ahead of schedule. Because right now I'm the only editor for our channel. Because our other editor has a blown head gasket.
Rip.
Like literally blowing a head gasket on his car or his brain?
I'm half tempted to say both. Because he actually took his car out for his 6-month anniversary today.
Oh, jeez.
And he's really risking it. So I'm going to have to say both.
Oh, God.
I when I talked to him before I did this, he said when he priced it when he was out, it was $1,600 to $1,800. So his next 2 to 3 months, he's saving up, and then his parents who gave him the car said they'll chip in if he pays them back to get it fixed before his next semester starts. I'm like,
That's nice.
that's nice, and it's great, but I'm nowhere near as good an editor as you, so come back quickly.
I need you, please.
Yeah, man, I don't know who's going to take over editing if you don't do it, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do it probably. Unless, Joe, you know how to do it?
If I can get my cracked editing software again, then I will.
I mean,
Here's
Jeremy would be a good addition, but Lord knows where he's at right now if he's going to be listening to this.
He's dead.
I'm sure he's somewhere between the honeymoon phase and realizing that now he's stuck with the same person for the rest of his life. Or either
So
that
the
or he's got
regretful
some
period.
Bitcoin scam going.
Yeah, there you go. Next, it's the Amazon thing.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it the classic my package never arrived, or is it something completely different that I don't want to even know?
It's more or less advertising,
Oh,
making it look like it's an actual discount.
good
Boy, oh
God.
boy.
It's one of those
Speaking of
quick
advertisement,
things.
if you go on DisneyXD.com and use promo code SGP, you get 10% off your order.
Like,
Do it now or you lose it.
Good luck finding a place for to put a promo code.
Only
yeah.
good for the next 0.0001 second.
Oh, you missed it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Better luck next time. Guess you didn't like, comment, and subscribe fast enough.
Is there any new releases coming out that are
PUBG.
actually worth anything?
PUBG is the only one good coming out this
PUBG's
month. I mean, as far as I know, there's nothing coming out next week. It's completely like
the next one
garbage.
the next one that I was interested in, aside from PUBG, which I'm debating on getting for the Xbox One, was Okame HD. I mean, it's a $20.
I'm going to Metacritic. I'm going to see.
I mean, isn't Xenoblade Chronicles? I don't know if that's out yet or not, but
It came out, I think, Saturday, because, Nintendo's stupid with their release dates.
Yeah, it looks like it did come out. It already has a review on Metacritic.
I know my friend's been spamming it all week. Like, okay, this looks almost realistic, but it also is anime-like. How the hell is this possible? I'm like, yeah, thanks for all the spoilers. I haven't bothered to pick it up yet.
yeah, we got End is Nigh coming out on PS4.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like they have Dead Rising 4 coming out for PS4.
Oh, Capcom actually wised up and released to another console.
About to read what it is. Let me see here.
And
Dead
figure
Rising
it'll-
4, Frank's Big Package, December 5th.
So I'm assuming with the title and the obvious innuendo aside, they'll have all the DLC.
Yeah, complete. Got Steep Winter Games Edition. Ooh. The Road to Olympics Steep game.
Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition.
Really?
Yeah, I see that. That's just everything inside of the package.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks to be you if you didn't buy the deluxe edition when it first came out.
And Battlefield 1 still has DLC coming out.
I feel like they're getting near the end of their little DLC reign, though, aren't they?
Got rid of what?
They're getting near the end of their DLC reign.
I thought they already were.
Yeah, I thought In the Name of the Czar was the last one.
Because this one's called Turning Tides. You got Call of Duty World War II maps coming out January 30th on the PS4. So that means they'll come out the month later on the Xbox One.
Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z Collector Z Edition, $140. PS4 coming soon.
You're out of your minds. I am not paying that much money for a Dragon Ball Z game.
$109 for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT Collector's Edition.
So about $89 with Gamers Club Unlocked and $120.
Probably
The other.
the next biggest game coming out is probably Monster Hunter World, January 26th.
Yeah.
Fucking,
New Digimon Cyber Sleuth game.
that was actually fun. The last one was, so I'll
Yeah.
probably pick that up some point.
And apparently Kirby Battle Royale.
What? Kirby Battle Royale. It's like it's Smash Brothers with Kirby instead.
Apparently, yeah.
Or is it like a King of the Hill mode with a bunch of Kirby's?
I feel like
Nintendo's just got to get in on that.
Oh my god.
they gotta dive into that market.
But it's got to be
There's-
cute with a very dark undertone for the story.
Yeah, it's Kirby walking around using his copy powers, using an AR-15.
Boy, came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
I'm gonna suck you up. Oh, just like Ukulele's finally coming out on the Switch on the 14th of this month.
Like I said, from what I read, it works better on there. I don't know what magic they worked on it, but
It's Rare saying, "Please give us our job back."
Max of the Cursed Brotherhood.
hasn't that already been out?
Yeah, coming out on the Switch too.
Oh,
It'll work really good on the Switch if they use motion controls.
that would be.
There's nothing really coming out for the Switch that looks good. There's not even a Mario and Sonic Links. Interesting.
I'm kind of hoping they've stopped doing that.
I never said it was good.
It's a necessary evil.
But it is a game that they usually launch when the Olympics are around.
Yeah. We wised up after the last one was a broken pile of shit.
We got EA Sports UFC 3 coming out early February, and then right after that is going to be Dynasty Warriors 9.
Oh God, is that series ever gonna die?
Never. They're going to keep making the Dynasty Warriors and the Samurai Warriors and the
It's a
Ultimate Legends.
The game that I liked that was that Kingdom, what's it called? The one was on the Xbox. The Kingdom Under Fire.
Oh, yeah.
They were supposed to come out with the Kingdom Under Fire on the PS4 ages ago.
yeah.
But it is still in development. I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
That's known as
It's like-
development hell when you haven't heard from the developers after years.
Yeah, it's been in development forever, and then they said, "Oh, well, we're not going to make it for the Xbox One. We're like, what? We're only going to make it for the PS4 and the PC." So they're alienating the Xbox One,
Probably
Mid-February.
didn't go over
Whoops, sorry.
but who knows when it's actually going to come out? I don't even think they
Mid-February,
update the
we're getting
website anymore.
Metal Gear Survive coming soon.
Oh God, that game looks horrible.
And then end of February, Far Cry 5.
I must play that. That's going to be a major controversy.
Oh, 100%.
They always are controversial.
I mean, we basically had Milo on the last one. It was the biggest joke out of it. Now we're killing basically KKK members, for lack of better terms. Because that went over really well with Mafia 3.
Oh God, Mafia 3. I almost got banned from Xbox Live because of Mafia 3.
Oh my god.
The only thing I remember about Mafia 3, it's such a forgettable game. The only thing I remember about it is that Ice Cube song. That's it.
God. You know your game was shit. If that's all you remember from it.
Yep.
I took a screenshot of one of the Playboy photos of one of the women naked on the magazine cover,
You saved it for later. Wink,
and
wink.
it went into the Xbox queue. And Microsoft warned me. I almost got the ban hammer because of it. I was like, "Oh my god, no, please, not my gamer tag, please no! I have
Yeah,
over
me.
thousands and thousands of dollars in this gamer tag."
Get an email from Sony. It's like, PlayStation wouldn't do that. Wink.
They would.
They will. They complained because my cover photo for one of the groups I made on PS4 was the Daddy 76.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Really?
really? That's what you complain about? Not the swastikas on groups? That's what you complain about? Okay.
So I'm looking on the Kingdom Under Fire website. The last press release they've ever had come out was back on 3/25/2016.
Yeah, that game's never coming out.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever coming out again.
Rip.
Yep. R.I.P. Good series.
Everyone press F to pay respects.
There's another one that looks pretty good. That's somewhat like Dynasty Warriors-esque. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
What's it called?
Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's on Xbox One's store page right now. I was taking a look at it. It's not.
So you remember how I was mentioning Ghost Recon Wildlands was giving me issues?
Yeah. Did you?
I finally
look around?
reinstalled everything. I booted up the game, launched it. It's at a black screen, not even going to my game.
I'm having that issue with World War II currently.
I don't understand what's wrong with this game.
It's Ubisoft.
Everybody else is like, oh, it's your Xbox. It's your Xbox. I was like, there's no way it's my Xbox. It plays all the other games perfectly fine.
Yeah. You're not the only one that's had that issue either. I've seen it on Reddit.
I'm just going to delete it again. Wasting my money. I bought this game last year.
Have you ever been able to successfully complete it?
I haven't successfully done anything on it. I maybe played a few missions, but as I'm playing it, it completely freezes up on me as I'm playing it. Like, I'll be flying a helicopter, or flying a plane, or driving a car, and all of a sudden, it freezes. And like 5 minutes later, it's unfrozen again. Press pause to go to the map. It freezes there.
And you downloaded it?
Yeah, I installed it with digitally.
I would definitely say it's the game then.
The textures don't even load half the time.
Yeah, it's the digital version of it I've seen on Reddit that it's had issues since launch, so
It looks like Ubisoft can give two shits.
Yeah, meanwhile in beta they have that freaking other mode on the Ubisoft Club here.
So you said it's in the store? What game is it called?
Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's not fully like Dynasty Warriors, but it's got that vibe to it.
Is it under new games or games coming soon?
Games coming soon. It comes out in like February.
Let's take a gander.
It's almost like a medieval RPG, but it's got like multiple enemies on it. It looks pretty solid, at least.
Battlestar Galactica.
Why? Is there another freaking version of it coming out, or is there like...
It's in the games coming soon section.
That's where it was earlier today. Let me load up the Xbox app.
This Kingdom Come looks like kind of reminds me of whatchamacallit? What's that game? For Honor.
Yeah, it's like For Honor, kind of, at least from the game clips that I saw, it's kind of like a Muso game with a lot of enemies, unless they kind of changed it, since I've seen clips of it from events and shit. But I saw the new trailer that they released when they were putting it on the store, and it looks fucking phenomenal.
So it might be like a Witcher 3 type of game.
Yeah, it's really a different type of game altogether.
Demon's Age? What the hell was that? It's an over-top game. Interesting.
R.I.P. chair. That was the bearing going out.
What's that?
The bearing in my gaming chair just went out.
Rip.
Awesome.
It's been time for an upgrade anyway.
That's an excuse to get an upgrade.
Yeah.
Free movie weekend, Ultraviolet.
Oh.
Not the best movie for.
You didn't like it? I liked it. I thought it was decent.
It was decent, but I don't think I'm gonna watch it again.
True.
Oh, shit.
Trying to debate on what I want to play later.
Has anybody been playing Fortnite?
I have not touched it. I've not installed it or nothing.
I know of people that play it, but I don't.
I played a little bit of it today, and I've got mixed feelings. I really do. It feels too cartoony to be taken seriously.
Looking at it, it looks like the Roblox equivalent of PlayerUnknown's, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
That's a very,
compared
very
to
accurate
PlayerUnknown.
description. I got into it because one of my friends from Plant Unity was like, "Yeah, you should play this. We can make it a series out of it." I'm like, "Okay, it's free. I'm not going to sink any money into it. So if I don't like it, it's no loss to me whatsoever." And I actually liked the what I saw at E3 of it when it was first announced. Like, what, 5 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago because it was announced when the first consoles were coming out.
I'm like, oh, this looks really great, and then it's turned into a PUBG knockoff. I'm like, no.
Well, they have two different versions of Fortnite. They have the free one and the one you have to buy.
Yeah, and that other version that you have to buy, supposedly, once it launches, is going to be a free game, too.
Really?
That's what was told to me. I'm like, no, that can't be right, because it's Epic. They aren't going to give shit away for free.
Well, Cliffy B's not there no more.
True. So, who knows? That could be what happens, but there's no way I'm spending that much money on something so cartoony. But it's... I don't know why it's so popular in the Let's Play community. I really don't.
Well, because it's free. And it's like PlayerUnknown's.
Free is good.
Free is good, but it's just one of those things that kind of irritates me. There could be something that's worthwhile getting that screen time versus something that's clearly made as a cash-in.
I need to install I need to download one more Created Wrestler for 2K18. Don't know who I want to download.
The villain Marty Skrull.
Just thinking of that. Yeah, I'm looking right at him. He's actually right on my screen right now in front of me.
Do it. Go for it.
And then there's Suicide. I was debating on Suicide as well. I've never seen Marty Skrull, though. I don't even know who the hell he is.
He's an ROH guy. He's in Bullet Club.
That's why I don't know who he is, because I don't watch ROH. Aren't they coming out with like a streaming program?
Is it?
I know Global Force is.
Or
They already
Impact,
have
or
it,
whatever
yeah.
they want to self-identify as now.
I tried it on the Xbox One on the Xbox One store. It was okay.
It's got an Xbox app.
Yes, there is one on the Xbox app. It's hard to find. You have to like search for it because it's not named Global Force Wrestling. It's named I think it was like TNA. Like they don't like that. TNA has no idea what they're doing. They don't know whether to call it Global Force Wrestling, TNA, or nothing like that. On the iPhone, the store, it's Global Force.
They're having
Their
some
app
image
is-
issues.
The app is complete trash, though.
Of course it is. It's TNA.
Now, New Japan has something coming out, apparently. Or has one out.
Yeah, they have New Japan World.
But you can't read their website, so...
Well, you can guess.
Yeah. It's not... There's no app for it, though. I don't think... As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen an app for it at all.
Not in America, no. That's why I just stick with the Fight TV app.
Yeah, but it's not free, is it?
Certain things are free.
Because I want to see that Chris Jericho match.
Yeah, the pay-per-views aren't free, but the weekly shows are. Like, you can watch ROH for free and like CZW and all that.
Isn't the ROH that's free pretty old?
What was that?
Isn't the ROH that you can see pretty old, like a month later, kind of like what they do with the WWE Network?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, WWE Network doesn't put like Raw or SmackDown on there until like a month later. I mean, I understand their point of view, though. I understand why they probably do it. They want people to watch it on TV first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't want to have cable anymore, though.
Yeah.
It's too damn expensive.
It is getting expensive. It's ridiculous.
That's why everyone's switching over to like the PlayStation TV and the YouTube TV and all that.
So,
All these cheaper equivalents.
So, what's your guys' opinion? And this will definitely affect YouTube, the YouTube community, and basically any content creator or any business, website, whatever you want to do on the net neutrality crap that's going on.
Are they actually going forth with that?
The vote is on December 14th.
And who's going to vote for it? Like the government itself?
It's a Congress and this stupid Arjit Pai, or however you say his name, the FCC Commission and all that crap. I'm not the most political, but I want my net to be free. I don't want to have to pay for individual sites. I don't want to have to... I already pay for Netflix. I already pay for Hulu and Crunchyroll and stuff like that. But I don't want to have to pay to be able to access YouTube or to be able to access this bundle of channels or this social media.
Is that a one-time fee? Or is it like a subscription?
I think it's monthly.
The way that it's been explained in both memes and the way the government wants to do it, it will be like a monthly service fee, like your electric and your cell phone bill and shit like that.
Like you
Nobody's
pay,
going to be able to afford it.
Exactly.
or they're going to have to choose one service.
Like, how's that even legal? I mean,
It's technically not.
I don't know.
But it will be if it passes on the 14th.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid.
It's
really
money.
is.
People want money.
Everybody's all about that almighty dollar nowadays.
I didn't really care about the election. I didn't see any airtime. It wasn't worth my time to be on my timeline on Facebook or any other social media because they were both equal side shit, in my opinion. But net neutrality is seen, at least to post today, like, here's contact info, here's who you contact in your state, here's
call
FCC.
your sounder type of thing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is one thing that would affect all of us and literally everybody that uses the internet. But yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's really hope it doesn't happen.
Because that's not going to be good at all. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to watch YouTube. You're not going to be able to watch Netflix.
Yeah, I remember looking at the packages and I'm just like, man, I'm going to have to get all of these if this happens.
Yeah. I was struggling with a couple friends on another server. I'm like, there's going to be a really, really awkward conversation happening occasionally with the clerk at the drugstore, whoever now, with young people. Yeah, here's this porn magazine we're handing here to you with our toilet paper and everything else. Just shuffled in there. And then the judgmental stares. Yeah, we used to have the internet for that thing.
But, can't afford it now.
I can't afford the Pornhub premium package anymore.
Can't afford the Joey Ryan special.
It's going to really hurt the people on Twitch if that happens.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's... that's everybody. It's really gonna fuck over a lot of people if that happens. And
Yeah, definitely.
one I hope doesn't happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode.
Yeah, we're pretty much covered all the bases.
I
And
think,
stuff.
I think we're done rambling for now.
Yeah. The best podcasts are the ones that can go off topic, but still stay on topic.
Everyone spin your dreidel for good luck. See what you land on.
Dreidel.
And it landed on Gimel. I don't remember what that stands for, but...
Alrighty. Until next time, guys.
All right.
Have a
Later.
great night, everyone.
It's been real.
Yeah.
Love you.